Hello and welcome to the Kopala TV main news. We get straight into the headlines. Kopala TV launches a campaign against political violence. Opposition NDC predicts looming fuel hike as US-Iran tension escalates. Government urged to subsidize mini meal prices. And in foreign news, volcano hits the Philippines. Join us after this. To present the Kopala TV main news, my name is Wawila Musongole. Kopala TV management, in collaboration with the non-governmental organization and political parties, has launched a campaign against political violence ahead of the 2021 general elections. The campaign is aimed at fostering, maintaining and promoting peace during and after the much-anticipated poll. Blessings Malama has details in the following report.
Campaigns ahead of the 2021 crucial general elections are slowly gaining momentum. Almost all major political parties in the country are on the ground busy mobilizing their members. All the political groupings do not want to take the polls for granted, as Zambians await who will be sent to plot one via the ballot. However, one burning issue that has preoccupied the minds of many Zambians is the need for peaceful campaigns ahead of the 2021 polls. According to analysts, if acts of violence and intimidation are left unchecked, this scenario may affect the voter turnout in next year's August general polls. In the year 2019 alone, 2 cadres from the opposition UPND lost their lives owing to acts of political violence. Lawrence Banda from the UPND was killed in Sesheke district during a parliamentary by-election in the area. Obert Kasongo of the opposition NDC lost his life after being axed during the Ron constituency parliamentary by-election last April. Well-meaning civil society groupings and the church have already started propagating messages of peace ahead of 2021. On the Copper Belt, a non-governmental organization, Change Mindset Zambia, has partnered with Kopala Television Management to champion and promote peace during and after the 2021 polls. The 2021 campaign for peaceful polls was launched at Mindolo Ecumenical Foundation, MEF.
So turefo kwebati tufwa solution. Pantunga tuamona lyonse nga waipusha ababalanda ati aba violence ni bati. Nga waipusha abati aba violence ni bati. Nomba ifwe tuamono kwebati ichichi musango solution tufre twachinja mindset ya misepera.
Mishek Moyo is Kopala TV station manager. Mr. Moyo says the peace that Zambia has enjoyed for over 50 years should be safeguarded at all costs.
As a Kopala TV, it's one of our civic responsibilities and duties to ensure that political parties are campaigning in a free and fair manner. What we have seen previously, for instance in the Sesheke by-election, parliamentary by-election, was very unfortunate. There's no need for Zambians to kill and maim one another purely for political expedience, which is why as a TV station we have taken it upon ourselves to partner with the civil society grouping Change Mindset Zambia to ensure that they bring all political parties, hence the launch of this non-violent campaign. So we expect Zambians and political leaders to carry out their campaigns in a peaceful manner without killing each other. There's no need for Zambians to kill one another because of political competition.
And different political parties attended the launch. They too want the 2021 polls to be held in a free and fair environment.
Yeah, we need to safeguard the peace that we've enjoyed since independence, and it's my appeal to all political parties in Zambia to make sure that as we are going towards 2021, we make sure that our campaigns are peaceful and free from violence.
Our message on the violence is that Zambia since independence have experienced peace, and there's no need that we can honor the name that the region has been known for. So what is important for us as youth is to ensure that we keep preaching peace, which we have enjoyed. And my message to my fellow youths is that we should not be used as tools of violence.
Peace is very important. We need to identify factors that contribute to peace in this country. Otherwise, it's up to us just to visit all. So, as a Green Party, we want to ensure that we promote peace.
The message that we want to disseminate as the Democratic Party is that we want a violence-free election in 2021. And as the Democratic Party, we are a violent-free political party. We have come with developmental projects that would want to initiate into this country, Zambia. So we are calling all the youths in our country to stand for a non-violence-free election.
As various political parties jostle for power in readiness for the 2021 general polls, all Zambians expect them to conduct issue-based campaigns.
One Zambia, one nation. One Zambia, one nation. One nation, one Zambia.
Blessings Malama, Kopala TV News in Kitwe.
Political parties have pledged to hold peaceful campaigns ahead of the crucial Chilubi constituency parliamentary poll scheduled for next month. Victoria Mukopo has the rest of the details.
The Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has set February 13, 2020 as the poll date for the Chilubi parliamentary by-election in the Northern Province. Three political parties, namely the PF, UPND and NDC, have announced their intentions to jostle for the seat. Filing in of nominations in the Chilubi parliamentary race will take place this Thursday, 16th January 2020. All the political parties participating in the elections are calling for the peaceful and clean campaigns. PF Deputy Secretary General Mombipiri has assured the country that the Chilubi poll will be peaceful.
We don't even need to give any guarantee because the people of Zambia have seen for themselves. As Patriotic Front in our stronghold, we have never seen witchcraft, which we saw in Sesheke, where people started manufacturing bees to bite their opponents, who is PF. We have gone through so many elections. We are just coming from a by-election in some by-elections in Northern Province. It was the UPND who shot at our people in Mpulungu. Us, as usual, we can guarantee the Zambian people that we are a peaceful party. And even if we are provoked, as leadership, we don't tell our cadres to respond with violence also. We tell them always to refrain from being violent. And I hope our colleagues will abide by the Electoral Code of Conduct, because the Electoral Commission of Zambia has come out very clear. Whoever will be involved in violence, they'll be dealt with. Us, there is no need for us to fight, to beat our own people we are asking for votes from. We don't do that. So there is no need even to guarantee, because that's our tendency. We don't fight in by-elections, especially in our strongholds. They have always been peaceful.
And opposition UPND Secretary General Stephen Katuka says his party has always advocated and promoted peace. And the NDC through Charles Kawita said the party abhors violence.
We wish to reaffirm our commitment to ensure that we conduct a non-violence campaign in Chilubi constituency. Our leader, President Dr. Chimbakambwe, is on the record to have distanced the party and himself from violence. And I want to appeal to the Patriotic Front and the other players never to consider each other as enemies, but as competitors. So the message that we expect from all political parties that will take part in Chilubi constituency is to sell their manifesto and the vision that they have for Chilubi. NDC youths are saying no to violence. And I hope and trust that this is the message that is in the PF and other political organizations.
The Chilubi parliamentary seat fell vacant following the death of Rosario Fundanga from the PF. Victoria Mukopo, Kopala TV News in Kitwe.
Still in political news, the opposition National Democratic Congress (NDC) has urged government to consider increasing the petroleum product reserves as the US-Iran tension has the potential to negatively affect fuel supply and pump prices. NDC spokesperson Saboy Mboila says government should put in place measures to ensure that the country has enough fuel stocks and not suffer the consequences of the escalating US-Iran tensions. Reports suggest that if full-blown conflict between the two countries perpetuate, oil prices will rise in excess of $100 per barrel.
In terms of what is happening as regards to the US and Iran tension, oil pump prices are likely going to increase. I think we have seen that in the past few weeks. Already there's been a 4% increment, making the oil prices to about $65 rather per barrel. And researchers, or rather people that have been looking into this critically, have actually written to say that the oil pump prices are going to increase to about $100 per barrel, if the tension between Iran and the USA is going to increase. So we don't have to be a country that always have to wait for a crisis. What we're trying to urge the PF government is that we need to be proactive and not reactive all the time, and ensure that we mitigate these things. We need to have enough reserves. In terms of the NDC, we always talk about having enough oil reserves for 8 months, so that in case of a crisis that is able to be mitigated. And we've also been saying that in any oil refinery, it has to be recapitalized and there has to be new technology, in a way that about 80% of oil products that Zambians consume have to come from Indeni. So these are the things that we're talking about right now to say, looking at what is happening internationally, let's be proactive as a country and not wait for a crisis to happen before we react.
The Civil Society for Poverty Reduction, CSPR, has urged government to consider introducing milli-meal subsidies. CSPR Programs Coordinator Chimuka Nachibinga says milli-meal subsidies will greatly assist a cushioning in high milli-meal prices. Mr. Nachibinga says most Zambians cannot afford the high milli-meal prices, adding that this will greatly affect nutrition levels and exacerbate the poverty levels in the country.
To say that a number of families, definitely in terms of nutrition levels, they will definitely go down, owing to the fact that majority of the people, in terms of their income, it has remained stagnant, but the cost of living has actually escalated to levels that are not manageable by most of the Zambians. And this is due to the macroeconomic fundamentals that have actually deteriorated in the country. You can talk of issues of load shedding, you can talk of issues of increased fuel prices and electricity tariffs. But all in all, what we are urging government is to ensure that we diversify. First of all, in terms of agriculture, they need to invest more so that we can be able to produce more amid these issues of climatic changes. Because if the millers are able to get the grain at a cheaper price, they will definitely be able to produce and sell meal at a cheaper price as compared to getting the grain at a very high cost.
Meanwhile, the Judicial and Allied Workers Union of Zambia President Peter Mwale has appealed to President Edgar Lungu to work towards reducing the prices of essential commodities such as milli-meal, fuel and electricity. Mr. Mwale says the current cost of living is unbearable for ordinary Zambians. He has told Kopala TV in Lusaka that the union is hopeful that government will consider improving the conditions of service for judicial workers because the current salaries and allowances given them are very poor.
We hope that 2020 is a year that we need to see a change, a positive change in the sense that, first of all, we want to see that 2020 is a year that is going to bring a lot of hope to us as workers, particularly us in the judiciary. We want to see 2020 a year that we are going to get the best conditions of service. In fact, we want to see autonomous conditions of service. Our salaries in the judiciary are very low, our transport allowances are very low, our housing allowances are very low. Generally, conditions are very bad. We want to see that all terminal benefits that are owed to the retirees of this country are paid 2020.
In case you have just tuned in, you are watching the Kopala TV main news. Join us after the break. Samaria Limited is a versatile company dedicated to meeting every need any of our customers may have. With us, you're guaranteed to have a pleasant and easy shopping experience with the best returns for your money's worth. We guarantee the best customer service in addition to the finest quality beverages at affordable prices. We have all your hardware requirements, from roofing sheets, wiring, piping, and much more. At Samaria Limited, we believe in good workmanship. Working well with one another is what gets our job done. Stationery is an essential. Whether it's a pencil for your personal drawings and designs, or a roll of paper for the company printer, we've got you covered. We stock various brands simply for your preference. We have an Airtel booth within our premises with airtime ready and available for all customers. We also offer Airtel Money services for easy money transactions and efficient clerks to attend to you, ensuring a fast and smooth procedure. If you're in need of any electronics, our store should be your go-to, with appliances ranging from household specifics to industrial commodities such as generators and inverters. If you need it, we have it. Our wholesale store stocks the best quality in food and other products, including cleaning necessities. And above all, our affordable prices ensure that you know how much we value you. You can find Samaria Limited along President Avenue North, opposite Zambia Railways in Ndola, or call us on 0212 613 336 or 0212 619 992. Samaria Limited, your one-stop center for all you need.
Looking for an opportunity to grow your business? Well, Kopala TV has good news for all small-scale businesses. You can now advertise on Kopala TV's Makwebo. Bonseba na mayo na bashtata. Iseni mulangishe amakwebo yenu pamutengo uachepa nga 100 kwacha. Yes, you heard right. For as low as 100 kwacha, your business will get its peak. Whatever the business, we will advertise. All you need to do is send a text of what your business offers, indicating the name, location, and contact details to the number below. Payment for the advertising spot can be made through MTN mobile money on the number down below. Makwebo, make your business known.
Welcome back. The Association of Marketeers and Vendors of Zambia, AVEMA, has commended government for allowing street vendors to trade on Chisokone's one-way road. AVEMA Kitwe District Chairperson Aston Sakala says the gesture will up business of traders who have no trading spaces within the market. Last week, local government minister Charles Banda issued a directive allowing marketeers to conduct business along Chisokone one-way road.
We are happy that our vendors have been allowed to trade from Chisokone market, that is one-way road, from 30 hours to 22 hours. As the association who represent the vendors, we are very happy for this decision which has been made by our government or the Patriotic Front. And we just want to appeal to our marketeers to just make sure that they make sure that place is clean whenever they are leaving. They keep that place clean. And let also them cooperate with the Kitwe City Council and the local leaders of their associations as they are trading. I thank you.
Northwestern Province Minister Nathaniel Mubukwanu has urged agricultural officers in the region to intensify research about the fall armyworms in order to come up with a lasting solution to combat the pests in the region. Mr. Mubukwanu said this in Solwezi when he visited some affected fields to ascertain the extent of infestation. Chapunga Tembo has the rest of the details in the following report.
The foreign pest has continued to threaten the maize crop for the past 3 seasons. This pest is threatening the food security in the province by spreading fast and destroying the maize fields. This is why the provincial minister has inspected the maize fields for the farmers to ascertain the extent of the damage in the district. Mr. Muvukwano urged farmers and agriculture officers to plan ahead each year before the farming season commences.
Make follow-ups as opposed to only waiting for those weekly reports that are supposed to come. Because if we don't become proactive before it is too long, we'll realize that the entire crop that we have is completely infected and infested with armyworms, and we will not have anything to talk about. So government has invested hugely in the farmer input support program. This is one of the major components that is draining a lot of investments from government. So we need to yield results from this.
And the provincial agriculture coordinator says 11 districts in the province have been affected by the foreworm. So far, the government has distributed 4 liters of nimecidine biochemical pesticide, which is environmentally friendly.
All the 11 districts have the presence of the foreworm. As you can see, some of these crops are equally attacked. As a ministry, we have received, as of 6th of January 2020, close to 6,737 households or farmers reporting. We compile this information on a weekly basis. So this represents about 3,967 hectares. So out of that, we've got about 550, those that are now damaged fields in the whole province. The infestation rate of the foreworm stands at 11% in the whole province.
Government witkwasha tubrongo, fertilizer twapotele tubrongo. Mukimye kyafainwa, ne seed pamo betupe. Then kabiji babwela betupa ne muchi na mambo abibye birongoro byayiya kumataba byayiya ino myaka ya kurutwe kuno.
The nimecidine, like I said, that this one is a biopesticide and it's very friendly because it will not affect the ecosystem. Yeah, so it's a better choice, I think, that the government is offering to the farmers.
After the field visit, the minister paid a courtesy call on the sub-chief Kayamba of Kimitito area in Chief Kabijimpanga's chiefdom in Solwezi district, where he thanked the government for the early distribution of farming inputs. The provincial minister was accompanied by his permanent secretary and other senior government officials. Chapunga Tembo reporting for NICE in Solwezi district, Northwestern province.
Small-medium entrepreneurs, SMEs, of Meheba Resettlement under local integration in Kalumbila district have received funding from the International Labour Organization, ILO, in order to boost their business. Solwezi District Farmers Association chairperson Miriam Kalala has disclosed that over 120,000 has so far been released to 50 entrepreneurs in the area. Alice Nurenda has the rest of the details in the following report.
They have every reason to celebrate. These are the small-medium entrepreneurs, SMEs of Meheba Resettlement Scheme under local integration in Kalumbila district. They have received over 120,000 kwacha from International Labour Organization ILO to boost their businesses. Out of the total 100 SMEs who were trained in agribusiness, grocery trading, crop and animal husbandry, 51 have benefited. Marian Kalala is Solwezi District Farmers Association chairperson, and she explains the modalities.
This project is a revolving fund. It's loans being given to a number of clients, 51 in total, and each one of them has gotten 2,450 from these loans. When they pay back the money, they can borrow again. It's a revolving fund. We're expecting them to put to good use their money.
Beneficiaries have also thanked the funders for the gesture.
Mandi bukwashoba mweka betu pa bukomo bwa kutwara kurutwe. So yo twaya kunone betu fundisha twende kusenderani kuba kwetu kumaye bakutukeba buranguro ko integration bukomo nabo kutube betunda ike bakafika pakibomboto na kwa kufika.
Ekusakulira chachinene chinakuya kuliba ailo. Kusakulira chachinene tunakusakulira ko Farmers Union na bakwani watu mainanga. Kusakulira chachinene tunakusakulira ko ma extension officers wetu ba Meheba batulama emwani chino chuma katwa chifelele ngwetu natukukafusi natuhani ngwetu loni yetu itambula. Oloza likumbila lelo tunapa kuahida tunatambula loni yetu mu Shimbongo.
The supports received will definitely improve the livelihoods of the beneficiaries in the communities. Reporting for NICE, I'm Alice Nurenda in Kalumbila District, Northwestern Province.
In case you have just tuned in, you are watching the Kopala TV main news. Join us after this. Samaria Limited is a versatile company dedicated to meeting every need any of our customers may have. With us, you're guaranteed to have a pleasant and easy shopping experience with the best returns for your money's worth. We guarantee the best customer service in addition to the finest quality beverages at affordable prices. We have all your hardware requirements, from roofing sheets, wiring, piping, and much more. At Samaria Limited, we believe in good workmanship. Working well with one another is what gets our job done. Stationery is an essential. Whether it's a pencil for your personal drawings and designs, or a roll of paper for the company printer, we've got you covered. We stock various brands simply for your preference. We have an Airtel booth within our premises with airtime ready and available for all customers. We also offer Airtel Money services for easy money transactions and efficient clerks to attend to you, ensuring a fast and smooth procedure. If you're in need of any electronics, our store should be your go-to, with appliances ranging from household specifics to industrial commodities such as generators and inverters. If you need it, we have it. Our wholesale store stocks the best quality in food and other products, including cleaning necessities. And above all, our affordable prices ensure that you know how much we value you. You can find Samaria Limited along President Avenue North, opposite Zambia Railways in Ndola, or call us on 0212 613 336 or 0212 619 992. Samaria Limited, your one-stop center for all you need.
Looking for an opportunity to grow your business? Well, Kopala TV has good news for all small-scale businesses. You can now advertise on Kopala TV's Makwebo. Bonseba na mayo na bashtata. Iseni mulangishe amakwebo yenu pamutengo uachepa nga 100 kwacha. Yes, you heard right. For as low as 100 kwacha, your business will get its peak. Whatever the business, we will advertise. All you need to do is send a text of what your business offers, indicating the name, location, and contact details to the number below. Payment for the advertising spot can be made through MTN mobile money on the number down below. Makwebo, make your business known.
Welcome back. The ineptness and laissez-faire attitude exhibited by management at Mundawanga Botanical Gardens in Chilanga has angered Tourism Minister Ronald Chitotela. Lovely Kayombo has details in the following report.
The ineptness and laissez-faire attitude exhibited by management at Mundawanga Botanical Gardens in Chilanga has angered Tourism and Arts Minister Ronald Chitotela. Speaking when he undertook an impromptu visit to the Botanical Gardens, Honorable Chitotela expressed concern that despite making several visits and meeting management, little has been done to improve the outlook of the wildlife sanctuary. He said he still maintains his area core in December last year in the company of area Member of Parliament Maria Langa to have the entire management changed. Honorable Chitotela said the current management has failed to live up to expectation because they have failed to stock the sanctuary with a variety of wildlife species. He adds that after Tuesday's management meeting with the Permanent Secretary and directors, the fate of the current management will be known.
Very painful on the part of government. And to even get the report that after we pass through, we leave, then they say no, they'll get tired. The people come, walk, and then after that they stop. I want to tell them that if it means changing the whole management at the Department of Wildlife in Chilanga, we'll do that until we find the right formula. Until we find the right formula for people that will understand that which we desire to do here as government. Because we can't accept a situation where we are in charge of the wildlife and this is part of the Department of Wildlife, the level of neglect, or maybe just to put it, the level of ineptness in management is undesirable. It is undesirable. You can't have this kind of people managing a government institution. They will not go anywhere. I promised them, and I said management was supposed to be changed within 7 days. We are having management meeting with the new PS and the director on Tuesday. I would demand a serious report on what has happened, because we can't continue singing the same song.
And Honorable Shota took some time to interact with some visitors to get first-hand information on what improvement they want to see at Mundawanga.
Is the environment of
Sure. Maybe another wow god and something like a giant loop and something like that.
The level of the stock for 1 month.
Yeah, I think when I came last time we saw.
Reporting in Osaka, I'm Lovely Kayombo.
338 Indians travelled to Zambia in the year 2019 as compared to 237 in the year 2018. The figures could be attributed to President Edgar Lungu's state visit to India in August of 2019 and other senior government officials. Details are in the following report.
338 Indians travelled to Zambia in the year 2019 as compared to 237 in the year 2018. The figures can be attributed to President Edgar Lungu's state visit to India in August 2019, followed by Tourism and Arts Minister Ronald Chitotela to fortify the president's core to promote tourism. Zambia's High Commissioner to India, Judith Kapijempanga, revealed this in an interview with Sandesh Television, Ahmedabad, in Gujarat State, India, during the International Kite Festival.
In 2018, President Srinath Govind visited Zambia for 3 days, and he also had visited the Victoria Falls. Last year in August, our president visited India for 3 days. So because of the visits at high level, we've seen a crisscross of Indians visiting Zambia.
While in Gujarat, Mrs. Kapijempanga toured an ancient water reservoir called Rankivav, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. India's Tata Communications Limited also sponsored 90 Indians that traveled to Livingstone on a tourism mission in August 2019. 14 Zambians under the Zambia National Dance Troupe in February 2019 participated in the Surajkund International Mela in India, sponsored by the government of India. Bangwenavile, Gujarat, India.
Zambia's ambassador and permanent representative to the African Union AU, Emmanuel Mwamba, is in Dakar, Senegal, to attend the C10 meeting that has drawn affairs ministers from member states and ambassadors from the United Nations and African Union. Mr. Mwamba is representing Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Malangi. The meeting will be officially opened by Senegalese President Macky Sall. Zambia is a member of the African Union Committee of 10 heads of state and government. The sitting has set up minimum demands requesting for Africa to be given 2 permanent seats. This is according to a press statement made available to Kopala TV's first secretary for press at the Zambian mission in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, Inutu Mwanza. In foreign news, a volcano in the Philippines has begun spewing lava as authorities warn that a hazardous eruption is possible within hours or days. In the early hours of Monday, weak lava began flowing out of Taal volcano, located some 70 kilometers south of the capital, Manila. According to the BBC, the volcano comes after it emitted a huge plume of ash, triggering the mass evacuation of 8,000 people from the area.
na kami papunta dito, paakyat. Nasikip nga sa daanan. Pati yung mga bata binabagsakan ng mga bato.
And finally, in sports, Dakar Rally Portuguese driver Paulo Gonçalves has passed away after a fall during Sunday's race. Gonçalves sustained a fall caused by cardiac arrest and was reached by dispatch immediately and taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. He was a 4-time top 10 driver with 1 World Championship in 2013 and had been participating in the Dakar Rally since 2006.
A dark day on Dakar 2020. It's with a heavy heart that we begin with the tragic news that Paulo Gonçalves has died after crashing at kilometre 273 of today's 7th stage.
We don't really know the circumstances, but it was a pretty fast track, and that's where Paulo crashed. The medical teams tried to resuscitate him, but unfortunately failed to do so, and he died at kilometre 273 of stage 7. Paulo was an iconic figure who'd been on the Dakar for a long time. Everyone knew him. Just 5 stages ago, he was changing the engine on his bike. He was really tenacious. He knew the risks of rallying, but when the worst happens, of course, it's very tough for everyone.
This was the Portuguese rider's 13th Dakar. After 5 years with Honda, he'd embarked on a new adventure with Hero in 2020, although a broken engine on stage 3 had put paid to his overall ambitions. It was back in his native Portugal that the 40-year-old started his first Dakar in 2006, finishing 25th on the road from Lisbon to Dakar. He made the top 10 in 2009 and claimed his first stage victory in 2011, going on to take part in all but one of the South American editions. His best result was 2nd overall in 2015, behind Mark Coma. The emotion was understandably raw at the bivouac in Wadi Al Dawasir on Sunday as the terrible news spread. Especially tough for Honda, where Gonçalves had spent 5 years of his successful career.
You know, riding motorcycles is a dangerous sport, so you know, you never know what can happen. And unfortunately, today we lost one of our very own moto guys, Paulo Gonçalves. And you know, other than that, there's not much to talk about. You know, it's a sad day in the industry, in the rally world. And, you know, all of us here at Honda, I'm sure, are praying for his family, and our thoughts are with them.
Unfortunately, another member of the bike's family has left us, and every time it's the same question. Is it worth competing? What's the point of it at all? We always ask ourselves the same question. What are we doing here? It's a very sad day for the Dakar, for all the competitors and everyone involved. When something like this happens, it leaves a very sour taste in the mouth.
The entire Dakar family would like to extend its sincerest condolences to all of Paulo's family and friends.
To end the Kopala TV main news, we take a look at the headlines once again. Kopala TV launches campaign against political violence. Opposition NDC predicts looming fuel hike as US-Iran tension escalates. Government urged to subsidize meal prices. And in foreign news, a volcano hits the Philippines. Thank you for watching the Kopala TV main news. My name is Wabula Musongole and enjoy the rest of your evening.